Now we're finding out maybe the best NBA trainer in the absolute business.
The first 3 years, this is happening with me and Caitlin Clark. So Caitlin Clark finished her rookie season. We've been talking for a few years.
Famed NBA trainer Chris Brinkley has broken his silence about Caitlin Clark and potentially working with her to make a
last summer, but I was gonna have to go to Indianapolis, and I
rule changes. But like, I've literally represented my country in international competition. Wasn't allowed to wear my number.
The story of Unrivaled was supposed to be simple. A bold new league, modern branding, elite athletes, and the promise that women's basketball had finally crossed into a new era, where sustainability was no longer a dream, but a fact. For a moment, it looked real. Opening season numbers were loud enough to make headlines, confident enough to convince investors, and flashy enough to convince fans that something special was happening. But underneath the celebration, something fragile was forming. Growth was being measured by new rules. Wins were being counted in new ways. And when you have to change how you measure success,
now we're finding out maybe the best NBA trainer in the absolute business.
The first 3 years, this is happening with me and Caitlin Clark. So Caitlin Clark finished her rookie season. We've been talking for a few years.
Just to prove you are successful, you are already telling on yourself. Now the silence is louder than the hype ever was. Season 2 arrived without noise, without urgency, and without memory. Many fans did not even know it had started. That alone should scare anyone running a league. Sports do not survive on talent alone. They survive on awareness. They survive on ritual. People have to know when to show up, what to watch, and why it matters. When a league fades so quietly that even supporters miss its return, that is not just a marketing failure. That is an identity crisis. The numbers confirm what the empty noise already suggested. Viewership did not slip. It collapsed. A drop near 70% is not a dip. It is a fall. It is the difference between a crowd and a room.
Last summer, but I was gonna have to go to Indianapolis, and
rule changes. But like, I've literally represented my country in international competition. Wasn't allowed to wear my number.
It is the difference between relevance and background noise. Primetime matchups that once pulled hundreds of thousands now struggle to fill a small town. Afternoon games barely register. Key demographics that advertisers chase have vanished. And when advertisers leave, money follows. When money leaves, promises break. What makes this worse is that the tools designed to hide weakness could not save it. Nielsen's new tracking system was supposed to make everything look bigger. Connected TVs, expanded data, broader measurement, all of it designed to inflate reach and paint a brighter picture. That system helped almost every other sport. Football got bigger. Primetime events got bigger. But Unrivaled barely moved. When even a system designed to boost your image cannot lift you, the problem is not the measurement. The problem is the audience. This exposes the real danger of believing your own headlines. The first season rode momentum, curiosity, novelty. People watched because it was new, because social media made it feel important.
The first 3 years, this is happening with me and Caitlin Clark. So Caitlin Clark finished her rookie season. We've been talking for a few years.
Famed NBA trainer Chris Brinkley has broken his silence about Caitlin Clark and potentially working with her to make a
because everyone was talking about it. But novelty fades fast. What replaces it has to be connection, habit, emotional investment, and that never fully formed. The league looked good. The athletes played hard, but the audience never became rooted. When the noise faded, nothing was there to hold them. By motion made it worse. Or, more accurately, the lack of it. The first season felt unavoidable. Highlights everywhere. Clips everywhere. Conversations everywhere. The second season arrived like a secret. No countdown, no urgency, no cultural moment. Just games appearing on schedules that few people were checking. Sports cannot whisper and expect to be heard. Now the consequences are real. Investors are nervous. Networks are watching spreadsheets instead of social media. Advertisers are looking at empty time slots and wondering why they paid premium prices. A league can survive mediocre ratings. It cannot survive being ignored. The phrase sustainable league now sounds hollow. Sustainability is not declared. It is proven. It shows up in steady numbers, loyal fans, consistent attention, and financial balance. None of those are visible right now. Instead, what we see is a project that burned bright once and then dimmed fast. A reminder that hype is not a foundation. The most painful part is that the talent was never the issue. These players are skilled, competitive, and worthy of the spotlight. But talent without audience is like music without listeners. It exists, but it does not live. And leagues are not built on ability alone. They are built on attention, emotion, and shared experience. When that disappears, even the best performances feel empty. Unrivaled now stands at a crossroads. It can pretend nothing is wrong and continue repeating the same slogans. or it can face reality and rebuild from truth instead of headlines. That means honest marketing, real fan connection, smarter scheduling, and leadership that understands that attention must be earned every season, not assumed. Because the brutal truth is simple. A league without viewers is a league without oxygen. It may look impressive, it may sound confident, but without people watching, sharing, and caring, it cannot move forward. It just sits there, waiting for someone to notice it is running out of air. And now the biggest question hangs in the air. Was Unrivaled ever sustainable? Or was sustainability just a story told loudly enough that people believed it? Can this league rebuild attention, or has the moment already passed? Is this a setback, or the beginning of the end? What do you think really caused fans to disappear? Was it bad promotion, fading interest, or a hype wave that was never real to begin with? Can Unrivaled recover, or is this proof that excitement alone cannot build a league? Drop your thoughts below. Share this with anyone who follows women's basketball. And if you want more deep, dramatic breakdowns like this, make sure you like, subscribe, and stay tuned, because the future of this league is still being written.